Thank you for joining today's session. So friends, we are doing the book session, You Forever. So yesterday we went through the chapter 1. Today we'll continue with the chapter 2. This chapter talks between that we are not only the human body, but we are how the connection between the body, energy, and the overself. Yesterday we understood how the basic human body, the structure, how the molecules, right? So we understood more about the human body, but now how the connection is between the energy over self. So let's get into this. Let me share the slides. So friends, those who don't know, the book is You Forever. It's written by the author Lobsang Rampa. He is a Tibetan author. He has many famous books. Another book is The Third Eye by Lobsang Rampa. And this You Forever, they're mostly, based on the spirituality and how, the transformation and more deeper aspects that we cannot see with our physical eyes. So today we'll go to the chapter 2 of this book. So the human body and energy. So yesterday we understood that a human body is made up of molecules, right? And based on that, there is a structure is formed. And we are most of the time we are 99.9% we are energy and only 0.1 we are matter because molecules contain atoms. Right inside the atom, there is only, few electrons and protons. They are very tiny percent matter, and majority of it is empty space. That's nothing but the energy. Wherever there is nothing, there is energy. Something is filled, right? So if a small, virus or anything, they see human body, they don't see our physical body. They see us as an energy. That's how, because we are all connected with that. Our body produces some natural energy. So molecules, everything, they are moving, right? When something is moving, something is traveling, means it has some energy, some vibration or some motion. And that is the energy that is creating by itself. And also, we know that our body contains a lot of chemicals, right? The chemical composition, right? And we are mostly made up of water. So 70% we are made up of water. And water also is, again, it is formed by the molecules, the composition of molecules only. So inside water also, there is mostly the emptiness is there. So that's how this mostly a human body is designed, right? When water flows, also energy, electricity is generated. So it's quite common that anything moving is have some energy. And in the quantum physics also they say, right? Electrons, by default, there is a physical matter. They just rotate, but when observed deeply, they, they normally they move, right, as an energy or as a particle. But when it is observed, they become as a particle or matter. That's what we say in manifestation also. When we observe at something, when we, pay attention to something, then things come as a physical form. They exist, they transform into the matter. But everything there is a form of energy. So whatever we want, everything, our wishes, our desires, everything, things are there in the universe in the form of energy. When our attention goes, then they transform or they appear in as a matter. All the events, the person, everything is based on the energy only. So we all know our body is a chemical system, right? Just like the battery, right? It produces electricity. It has chemicals and produce electricity when activated. The same way, our human body is also not just physical, but it produces energy. Right? It works similar to a battery or any electrical device that produces electricity. Our body is also designed to produce this energy. It works the same way. The same chemical compositions, everything is there in our body also. And here the author says the brain produces electricity. So if our body has chemical compositions and everything, the same thing is there in a human brain also. So human brain has so much, it can produce so much electricity that it can lit a bulb or lamp. That much electricity how human brain can produce. So it creates a small circuits. We all know, electromagnetic radiations we have around the body, and the brain has, a lot of brain waves. We can say that is measured by the doctors and scientists, right? Every wave has some frequency, so it can produce electricity also. So brain waves can be measured. We have a lot of different brain wave states that is measured in hertz. So it's used in medical diagnosis, right? So the brain also has these capabilities. So now we know the human body, the structure, the brain. So what is the connection between the brain and the overself? We know our overself is where it's our soul is a part of the oversoul, right? It came from the whole. The overself is the whole. It knows everything is neither born nor dies. Even our soul is also the same, right? Our physical body is born, but soul is always there. It moves on from life to life, but it is always connected with the higher self. We said receives signal or anything, right? It's part of that. Once the we are done with this life and birth, right? Life and death, whatever you say, then again the soul goes and merges back into the overself. So we are part of our overself, which is always guiding us. So the brain is not just a thinking, organ or object. It can send signals, just like it sends signals to our body, right? Our heart communicates with our human brain and different organ. The similar way, the brain communicates or sends signals to the overself. It is connected directly. It sends whatever the physical experience we are having, it is sending those and it receives the guidance from the overself. Now suddenly we receive some messages, we receive some intuition. Our mind is not thinking from where we are getting the thought, from where getting that inspiration, from where we are getting that guidance. It's coming from the overself because our brain is communicating with that. So now we know the brain is communicating, but there is something beyond, right? Our body is also connects with the overself. That is, there are so many layers, right? We saw our etheric body, astral body. There's so many layers are there, not only the physical body. So etheric body or astral body is connected with this silver cord. So it connects to the overself. So whenever our body goes into the astral travel, anything, so the silver cord is always there. It's protecting, it's connecting us. So we come back, we don't miss. Or many of us, if they fear that if we go to any astral travel or astral projections, what will happen if we don't come? Because the silver cord is always connected, we come back. It acts as a medium. So it connects the body and the overself mode of vibrating molecules. So this is not like just a rope, but it is made up of energy and vibrating molecules. Now, as we saw, everything is made up of energy and vibration. The same with this silver cord, it is made up of the vibrating molecules. It is the energy that normally we cannot see that, but it's made up of energy and we can feel that connection. So works at different frequencies. How, at what level we are vibrating, based on that, you can see the frequency of this silver cord. And it's a medium of communication. Whenever we are doing any astral or projection, whatever we are experiencing there, the wisdom or the images or the senses that are working there, it's everything is being transmitted to the physical body by this silver cord. The information is we are getting back through this silver cord. It also acts as a medium. So this physical body as a remote control vehicle. We know, right? A lot of cars and everything, they operate on remote control. That means the car, if you compare a physical body with a vehicle, the overself is the driver and the silver cord is the connection. See, car itself it has everything, but someone else drives it. The car doesn't drive by itself. The same way, the body is a vehicle and it is being driven by the overself. Based on its guidance and intuition, we are driving it. And the silver cord, it forms the connection. And the fuel here is our energy. Whatever energy we are getting every day during the sleep, we get energy, cosmic energy. But when we do more and more meditation, we receive 3 times more energy. And when we do this meditation under the pyramid, then we receive more 3 times energy. So this cosmic energy it acts as a fuel. If you need to do astral travel, you have to have a lot of energy in your body. You need to have that vibration, you need to have that energy so that your astral body can come out. Otherwise, it's not possible, right? Just how we drive a car, we need gas. Without that, a car can't move. The same way, for this astral body to move, it needs sufficient amount of cosmic energy. So experience are sent upward. So as it has a medium, so it sends the overself, it sends the connection or guidance to the physical body. And similarly, through our brain, whatever we are having, the physical experiences, everything information is sent to the ourself and is being recorded there. The ourself knows everything, what happened in a past life, what will happen in the upcoming lives based on the situations, everything, each and everything information is there with ourselves. So whenever we look for something, right, any guidance or any solution, when we don't know anything, then the guidance comes from there because it knows everything. When the soul came into this physical body, it forgot all the things, but the ourself remembers everything, so it knows everything. So inspiration and genius. See, those who have strong connection with ourselves, we see some of the people, they're very talented, right? Some musicians or artists, right? They get some extraordinary capabilities. How can they do that? Something beyond or genius things. It's because they're always connected with ourselves and they get that constant guidance and they get some ideas or inspiration, right? It just comes as a thought or some feeling or some intuition, they get it and they could able to perform that. So artists and thinkers experience this. Those who are beyond or doing extraordinary things, they are always connected with their higher self or the overself. We have many examples, Leonardo da Vinci or many other great famous people, right? So when we do regular practice of meditation and we are also reading the other book, The Conversation with God, right? It's also again the higher self, over self only. When we are seeing God as a thing, many times we get that guidance, but we don't trust it or we don't hold it back. That's why we lose that connection. But when we do regular practice of meditation and we are aware, if even if any thought or feeling comes, right, don't judge, accept it. Sometimes we get some extraordinary things. We think, okay, it's just our imagination. But when you build that trust, you feel that connection, and then you'll get that guidance and inspiration. In a day-to-day life, you can just, with your over self, you can do many things. You don't need any external guidance or stuff. But until we form that connection, we need to depend on external things or external masters. But once we have that connection, we don't need anybody. The guidance will come naturally when you sit or when you ask for it. Things or it will be given in some form. It can be a thought, it can be as a feeling, or it can be as an intuition, it can come in any form. But you need to be aware to receive or to understand it. So now we know the silver cord, right? So what is the difference between the silver cord and the umbilical cord? We know that umbilical cord, when a baby is born, it is connected to his mother, right? The mother's womb. That's how the baby gets food and everything. And it forms a connection. The baby also feels safe. It is connected with his mother. The same way, the silver cord is also connected with the overself. But it's way beyond. It's not just for the survival, but a lot more than what the umbilical cord can do. It receives, wisdom, it forms connection, and a lot more. But it's again invisible. We cannot see with the physical eyes, but we can feel that energy or feel that vibration if you are aware of that. If you're doing the astral travel, you can feel that. Even I could feel when we do that, when the astral travel is happening, you can feel some vibration in your, sacral chakra. That is, again, your womb center. You can feel that vibration or motion or something is there that you will understand, but we cannot physically see this silver cord, but we can feel that when it's actually happening. So as we just said, can we see the silver cord? So it's not visible to humans, but animals can perceive it. Here, the author gives an example that dogs, they can have this capability to sense, hear, and see some of the energies of people's aura or this silver cord, right, in the sky. When they look upon, they can see if someone is doing the astral travel, they can feel that, energy or the silver cord or people's aura. That's why they bark, right? When there nobody is there, they just see and bark because they can feel that aura. Dogs can sense that, or some of the animals can sense this. But we as a human, we need to do more and more practice, be that awareness, then we can see or sense these things, energies, forms. And it can be developed with the regular practice. So different frequency range, right? Different aura, the colors, everything has some frequency where we vibrate. So with more and more practice, we'll be able to see that. But otherwise, when someone is doing this, they can feel that connection, they can feel something is vibrating. So the silver cord is a communication signal. Just we said it, it communicates with the human brain and all. Just like the radio waves, the continuous communication is happening through the silver cord. Even if we are aware or we are not aware, it always communicates with the body, the ourself, and whatever the information is getting through the universe and different dimensions. It connects the two levels from ourself to the different dimensions. It is invisible but real, right? So most of the time, what we cannot see, we don't trust it. But when you come into the spirituality, when you have certain experience, then people start believing these things. But till then, that it seems as if it's something superficial. But these are all, unless we experience, it's difficult to trust. But these things are real. The spiritual growth and vibrations. Here, the author is saying, if the good actions increase the vibrations. So we all know, right, how we think, what are emotions. Based on that, we increase the vibration in the day-to-day life, whatever we do. The negative action decreases it. Growth is gradual. Every action matters. It's not about the wisdom we gain. Of course, when we learn a lot of things, we gain wisdom. That is important. But actions, how we are doing our actions, that are more important. Wisdom is 50% and 50% is your actions. Even after knowing the action, the wisdom also, if you're repeating the same thing, then it's no use. How you are leading, are you being more positive? Are you able to help others? Right? Your good behavior, your good actions will definitely increase your vibration. If you think low, you're negative, you're blaming others, you're judging others, then your vibration is getting low. So for spiritual growth is directly linked to your vibration. The more you vibrate higher frequency, the more easily you can grow spiritually. So understanding the vibrations in daily life, in the day-to-day activities, just as you see in this image, if we are more, having the positive emotions, joy, love, compassion, then we are moving into the higher dimensions, or our energy is, growing. Otherwise, we are just diminishing our energy, or we are draining that. If you just simply think nothing is happening, you blame others, then you are vibrating at the lower frequency. Then you cannot attract anything. Even to manifest something, you have to be at the higher level. That's why you always say, be grateful, express gratitude all the time. Be grateful. Even if things doesn't, they are not there in your life or it's not happening, still be grateful for that. Whatever you want to achieve in life, before they come, express gratitude. The more you vibrate at a higher frequency, the things will easily come. You become that magnet. You will attract things easily. So this vibration is very important. We are in this physical world, that some situations come, some challenges comes, then we be into the stress, we go into the negative emotions. But the moment we realize that awareness is very important, before, when the lower emotions, lower thoughts, we don't know, we just continue that in days, months. But now we know, how that is impacting us. Our physical health or energy or spiritual growth, everywhere it's impacting us. So with meditation and mindfulness, we are becoming more and more aware what we are thinking, what we are doing. So the moment we recollect, the moment we are aware, we can move ourselves into the positive things. Even though the situations are not there, but we can change our thoughts, we can change how we feel, we can change our emotion. That capability is there with us. So it's up to us that we want to be positive or still continue with the negative things. But it impacts our vibration and growth also. So energy affects life. Directly or indirectly, it affects life. If you are more positive, you will attract the similar situations, positive people in your life. If you are negative and low emotion, you attract negative things and negative people. And again, you say, why is this happening to me? So, at what level we vibrate, the similar experiences we get. So, once we change our vibration, then the situations will shift. That is a simple and easy thing. So, why can't easily contact the ourself? Now we know the ourself is there, it guides us, but why can't we connect it? Because it requires more and more practice. You need to be more aware. You need to do regular, spiritual practice, anything, but mostly meditation. The more and more you do meditation, that connection will naturally form. And it's a long distance communication, right? So we need to have that patience and trust. and you need to do more and more practice. Then you definitely will get that guidance. And needs right condition also. You need to be in the right emotion, right state, positive. When you're in the positive state, you will feel that connection. You can be aware. If you're still thinking no, then that connection will not be formed. Because whenever we are in the lower energies, the higher self or the lower self will not come into that level because they're always in the higher vibration. To interact with them, we have to reach to that vibration, just at the radio frequency, right? Whenever we tune, then we can get the song we want. The same way, to connect with the higher self or over self or God, we need to be in that higher vibration. Then that connection will be formed. Even if when we're in the lower emotions, then they cannot reach us. We are only creating these boundaries around us. So we need to be free ourselves with this. Then we can easily form that connection. And this is not an instant. We need practice and regular, continuing daily practice. Consistency is very important, and be more and more aware in whatever you do. So, as we said, patience and practice. So, growth takes time. Nothing will happen in a single day. Everything needs some practice. So, those are able to get this guidance, they are doing a lot of practice. They're in that awareness 24 by 7, right? So, that is more important. So, masters, they train for years. That's why they get that guidance. They can easily, say some messages. They get that intuition power. So, not instant learning, but consistency matters. If you say one day you do a lot of meditation, the rest of the week you don't do, that's not important. But daily consistency is important. Even if you do for 10 minutes or 20 minutes daily, if you do that, consistency will help you grow more and more. So, friends, the summary of this chapter: deeper connection is possible. It just we need to be that patience and be in that awareness. Requires belief and openness. You need to believe, trust, and be open. Things can happen in any way. You only think it should happen in certain way, or God will connect in this way, or higher self, or astral travel will happen in such a way. Be open. It things can happen anyway, right? So if you are thinking in certain ways, that means you are stopping that experience. Practice leads to awareness. The more and more you practice, it leads to awareness. Everyone has this potential. We only think some masters, they are great people. They only can do this. Everyone can do, even a normal person can do this. We need that patience and do your regular practice. Spend some time for yourself. This meditation, mindfulness, we are doing for our own self. The rest of the things we do for others, family, and everything. But this you are doing for your own growth. So spend some time in your busy schedule, 15, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, do regular practice. And some of the reflection points to reflect upon: what kind of energy am I creating daily? Are you in the positive state or negative state? Am I aware that my thoughts are electric signals and real energy? So we all know, right? Our thoughts and emotions create energy and vibration. So are we aware of it? What kind of actions am I doing? Are they increasing my vibration or decreasing it? So just reflect throughout the day what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and what your actions are, and how it is impacting your energy. So thank you, friends. I hope this was helpful to all. Yes, if anyone has any questions regarding this topic or the chapter, you can unmute yourself. Or anyone want to share anything, your experience, or you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, this is a wonderful book. Definitely, this is a must-read book. We all should know these concepts, like when we are in the spiritual practice, or how the energy works, how we maintain our vibrations and throughout the day. Right? We all do meditation, but we sometimes we lose our energy. We have to maintain that energy throughout the day. And this book, Loksam Rampa, clearly explained, even scientifically, with the spiritual touch. That is main important. So he talks about molecules and how the physical body is structured, how our brain works out, right? So when we connect these dots with the spirituality, so we'll understand more, and then we will try to implement that. How we are doing it. So the reflect what the few points about the summary is very important. How we are maintaining these for everything. Definitely, the meditation is must. we have to meditate every day. That is the mandatory for everyone. What we do for the physical body, right? We for physical body we need this much protein and all these things. For soul level, we have to think like what energy we are receiving, how yeah, we are thinking. Our thoughts also impacts. So once we understand this concept, we try to save our energy. We will change our thoughts slowly, what we are thinking throughout the day. What work we are doing, good habits, good service, all these things matters. So it's a wonderful book to understand all these concepts, especially that the silver card and the over self. So we know the ourself how we reach that based on our energy and how much energy the prana you have to connect all these things to higher dimensions or astral travel to receive the message from the ourself. Uh, so if you want to try that, definitely we need more energy to get those messages. We have to do more practice, more meditation, and read spiritual book. And now we understand the concepts, right? How the energy works, vibrations works, and silver card, how we communicate with the universe. So let's try to practice more and more and save our energy and elevate our vibrations. Thank you.
Yes.
Ramesh, a quick question. This book deal with karma philosophy and scientific approach on that, like how karma is playing a role in everyone's life, right? So does it talk about anything scientifically about karma?
Yes, this book, yeah, in the upcoming lessons, we'll learn about the karma and concepts. Scientifically, I'm not
Oh,
sure, but
okay,
spiritually, how it impacts, yes, definitely, it is being there.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Great.
As we move
Thank you.
forward
E-
Thank
in the chapters,
you.
yeah, we'll connect everything.
Sure, that's nice. Thank you.
Right. So definitely, I mean, the karma scientifically, I don't think there is a proof where these, our karma Rakashik record stores and somewhere like for when the souls changes from body to body, the transition. So there will be definitely the older set that where our all karmic balance, I mean, the records will store the Akashic records concept. And but I don't think there is a scientific proof for the karma, but we believe that,
Okay.
right? There is a karmic karma balance is there,
Right.
karma is there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the reason I'm asking is like a lot of younger generations, right? They're more scientific than spiritual, maybe because of the age and these things we became spiritual or by the culture. But being here, a lot of kids are all high tech. So if we can, explain them karma through science or something, if there's a formula or if there's any case study, something like that, then it is easy to, convince them about karma. So that was the reason behind the question. Yeah, thank you.
Sure. And definitely, if we have anything or we get from somewhere, we'll definitely share it with you. And of course, in this book also, we'll come to know. And then you can understand how much you can relate it scientifically or how is being given in this book. Yeah, definitely we'll understand that.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, friends. Anybody else have anything to share or add anything? Yes.
Scientifically means maybe like younger generation, they want some proof to believe, right?
Yes.
So it's like if we do something bad or like hurt someone or do something which is not acceptable, and if some other soul hurts, then definitely in the upcoming life or in that same life, we may suffer with some ailment. That can also be a proof kind of thing. But uh, I don't know, like that is what everyone believes. So that can be one kind of proof.
Yes, so definitely that is required. Normally we say God will punish you or something will say
Mhm.
to kids,
Yeah,
but
nature will
having the,
punish.
yes, but having that knowledge or right wisdom scientifically, I think they can relate to them and we can, do our actions righteously. That is really important. Yeah, definitely this is something for me also. So I will look into that. If in this book or some other books or anything from our masters, right, I can check with them and see if I can get anything related to this and we'll share in the group or in our sessions, we'll share it.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah.
Good question, Rajji. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, friends. So with this, let's get into the meditation. So friends, as usual, we'll be doing the breath mindfulness meditation. So if anyone join new, sit comfortably as you see in the picture. You can sit on chair, sofa, or bed anywhere. Take a comfortable posture. You can take the back support. The more comfortable you are, the longer you'll sit in the meditation. Right? There is no specific hard and fast rule. Sit straight and comfortably and just clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. Cross your leg at ankle if you're sitting on chair or sofa. Close your eyes and just observe your normal natural breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe how breath is going in and coming out. If you can't find, you can just, take a reference point from your tip of your nose to middle of your eyebrows. That breath is going in and coming out. As you observe, after some time, the breath will become very subtle. So you will feel that there is no breath. That's okay. That means you're going into the deeper states. So don't again try to find out your breath. As long as you can observe, that's fine. If you don't find the breath, just observe what's happening. Don't think anything, don't focus anywhere, just observe what's happening. As you observe the breath, or just normally be as an observer, our mind becomes empty and will be going into the meditative state. Our goal is to empty the mind, not to think anything, relax the mind. Thoughts come every time, that's quite common, it's quite natural tendency to come, the thoughts will come. But whenever thoughts comes, immediately realize that you are in thoughts and bring your attention gently onto the breath. Don't get carried away by the thoughts. We are playing this music and guidance so that whenever you are lost in thoughts, immediately when you hear the music or guidance, you will think, okay, this is meditation, and then will come back. Otherwise, we are not in that awareness. So initially, this helps as a guidance. But as we will do more and more meditation, you don't need any guidance. You don't need music. You can just sit and do meditation, silent meditation. But initially, we need some guidance. So I'll play this music and let's do this meditation. Dear friends, dear masters, sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, and gently place it on your lap. Observe your in-breath and your out-breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe your normal, natural breath.
Be with your breath, dear friend. Let thoughts come and go. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. Our goal is to empty the mind. Be with your breath, dear friends. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Be with your breath, dear friends. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness. Experience the emptiness inside you, around you. Feel the energy within you. Bring your awareness back to the body. Recollect your experiences. What did you see? And how did you feel? Relax and feel your body.
Friends, at this moment, let's express gratitude be grateful to your parents, teachers, and mentors. Be grateful to your friends, family members, and everyone you know. Be grateful to plants, animals, and the Mother Nature. Be grateful to all the technology and devices which we are using, through which we are all connected. Whenever you are ready, gently place your palm on your eye for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. I hope we all had a good meditation. So friends, we'll see you all tomorrow. Friday and Saturday, we have only the meditation, 9:30 to 10 p.m. Central Time. So please do join for the meditation. Don't skip a single day. And from Sunday evening, again, we'll resume our wisdom and book sessions, followed by the meditation.